Welcome to the Lakers channel. Here you will find the latest news, game highlights and discussions about the most iconic team in the NBA. Join us to share your passion for the Lakers and enjoy the journey with us. Lakers trade for Blazers Anthony Simons in bold proposal. When an NBA team starts rebuilding, they may have to ask themselves some difficult questions. Preparing for the present is relatively simple. Contending teams need to put together the best team that they can. On the other hand, preparing for the future is a little more complicated. A rebuilding team wants to stockpile as much young talent as they can. With that said, they want that talent to fit as well. Creating a logjam at a position can prove problematic for the development of that young talent. That might be a lesson that the Portland Trail Blazers are about to learn. This team just traded Damian Lillard and rebuild. The Blazers will have a head start. This team already has an impressive collection of young talent. With that said, it's almost all in the backcourt. Between Scoot Henderson, Shaedon Sharpe, and Anthony Simons, this team may have too many exciting young guards. Could they send Simons to the Los Angeles Lakers? With that said, there are even different philosophies about how to rebuild an NBA team. Some would have Portland trade Simons as soon as possible. Others would advise them to slow down. Which school of thought should the Blazers subscribe to? On the one hand, Sharpe has the size to play the three. The Blazers could experiment with full-time three-guard lineups. Those groups could be potent on offense. Once Henderson, Simons and Sharpe hit their ceilings, Portland could be exceedingly difficult to guard. The problem is that they could have trouble guarding as well. That same group projects as having defensive shortcomings. The Blazers could decide to get ahead of the problem and trade someone prematurely. In all likelihood, Simons would be the odd man out. Is this a good return for him? Let's explore this a bit more. Why should Simons be the odd man out? If anything, he's the most proven of the Blazers' trio of young guards. Shouldn't they want to hold on to the 24-year-old sharpshooter? Well, that's part of why they'd move him. Simons is a bit older than Henderson and Sharpe. Moreover, he likely presents a lower ceiling outcome than a Henderson/Sharpe backcourt. That would be among the most athletic and offensively dynamic guard tandems in the NBA. Portland may decide that they'd do better with a stronger defensive presence alongside them at the three. Could Hachimura be the answer? He's certainly a young wing with some remaining upside. Still, the Blazers mostly do this deal for the unprotected first. The Lakers are an aging contender. They could be in any position by 2029. Should they really give up their pick that year? If the Lakers decided to rebuild, like Portland, they'd have a head start in young talent. This team has been acquiring exciting young players for the better part of 2 seasons. On the other hand, the Lakers are fresh off of an appearance in the Western Conference Finals. This is not an organization that should be giving any thought to rebuilding its roster. That holds especially true with LeBron James on the roster. Meanwhile, the Lakers' efforts to build around James have been interesting. Pairing him with Anthony Davis yielded an NBA title. Yet, the Lakers have hesitated to pair James with a floor-spacing, shot-creating guard. Throughout the rest of his career, James has thrived with such players. In other words, he's thrived with players like Simons. He's a perfect addition to this roster. Moreover, the Lakers aren't entirely abandoning their future by making this deal. Simons is only 24. If they're forced to rebuild soon, they'll be happy to have him on their roster. More news, like and activate notifications to receive all our content.